We're out here on this job site in Anderson, South Carolina, and I just want to show you around. This job's kind of coming towards the closeout, should happen here in the next few weeks. But as we look around this site, there's a few things that we need to look at. The very first thing on every job site, every time I've come out here, it's the first thing I've looked at, and that's the outfall pipe. That's where the pipe goes through the berm, connects to the discharge riser, and then comes out the other side, and that's where water is going to be leaving the site. We see this one here, a lot of sediment buildup. We get a few more rains, supposed to rain next week. I'd be curious to see if the rainwater will wash that pipe out. Really needs to be taken care of here. Let's go up here, look at the pond. A few things we want to look at here with this pond is the bottom of that pond, that basin is what I would refer to as a red bottom pond, and there needs to be grass mowing in there. As a matter of fact, the Anderson regulators told them that no closeout until grass is established in there. I get to the discharge riser, and we see some erosion going on around that outfall pipe on the pond side. I am aware that there's a spot where it's not concreted fully in. The tie-in on this discharge riser has a problem. I've talked to the general contractor on that and the developer, but want to look inside the box and make sure there's not a lot of mud piling up. That skimmer should prevent that from happening. As we come away from the discharge riser, let's look at the emergency spillway. This is actually the lowest elevation on this whole bank. It's pretty clear on this particular pond. The thing that I'm concerned about is the stone in here should have been placed up to the top, into the top elevation. That stone should really go all the way up on that. Not something that's a big concern. Regulators aren't going to draw that out or make them redo that. We're looking here for erosion on either side of that rock. As we come up the way here, we'll notice that there is a swell. That swell goes all the way around this building here, and there's been some problems with it in the past. The county regulator for Anderson County has noted that traffic going in and out on that side of the building has caused some erosion in that swell. You also notice here in the swell there's it's lacking some grass growing there in the bottom, but you can see they've got some straw and grass seed planted there. They've actually worked through that, got that cleaned up. Come to the front of the building, the stabilization didn't take, and they kept having problems with erosion reels coming down that hillside. You can see some of where that is, but they've done a good job of cleaning that up, rehydroseeding it. Grass is established on that hillside now. That has been a concern. We're going to leave that and go up to the construction entrance. And we've talked about this before. The dimensions on that, minimum 100 feet long, 20 feet wide, with large stone. Now this stone needs to be big enough that as trucks drive out of this construction site, that rock's big enough that it's knocking mud off the tires. And this site has not had any problems with that, but want to make sure that construction entrance, 100 feet long, 20 feet wide, and it has black fabric underneath it. You're watching for those kind of things. Watch the road, make sure there's no tracking onto the road. We'll swing back around the building here, come down the main entrance, and this is a water tower. So this construction here has not had an opportunity for that grass to be established, but that needs to be established before we can close out this job site. We're now going to come back around. We're going to see our red bottom pond, and this is Buck Outdoors. My name is Benjamin Buck, and I appreciate you watching the video. And again, our goal here is just to help inspectors and property owners understand what erosion and sediment control really looks like on this site. Not a lot of BMPs to look at, best management practices, except for the wattles around that discharge riser, check dams, the emergency spillway, the swell. All of that's permanent BMPs, which need to be inspected continually. So thank you for watching. Hope this is helpful. If you haven't done so already, if you've watched to the end, then I'm going to assume there was some value here. Subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below. Let's stay in touch. My name is Benjamin Buck with Buck Outdoors Stormwater Solutions.